Yo, 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 this your boy, the real McCoy, coming at you, man. Talking about football, man. If I'm a football fan, the NFL wildcard weekend, the AFC playoff games just ended. Kansas City Chiefs went on the road, dominated the Houston Texans. Cincinnati Bengals, they lose at home to division rival AFC North Pittsburgh Steelers. So congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs. They're going on. They're headed up to New England. Play Tom Brady, them Patriot boys. And the Steelers, they headed up Mile High to play the Denver Broncos. Number 1 seed Broncos. So, but I got my TV on. I usually muted, but I'm listening to NFL Network. I'm waiting to hear them talk to Vontaze Burfict, the linebacker for the Cincinnati Bengals. And you guys saw the play, the hit on AB, Antonio Brown. So I wanted to see what his thoughts were on that. But the Bengals Steelers, man, that game was crazy, man. I get it, 2 division rivals, it's emotional, it's gonna be heated. They just played a few weeks ago up in Cincinnati in the regular season, and things happen. Now, I'm not one of those type of people that be like, oh my God, hide the women and children. You know what I mean? I'm a grown man. You know what I'm saying? You get a bunch of grown men together, things happen. You build that testosterone, or guys, grown men competing, things happen. You know what I'm saying? When I went through basic training at Fort Knox in Kentucky, it wasn't co-ed, it was all males. You know what I mean? And okay, hold on, they're interviewing Vontaze Burfict right now. I guess Vontaze Burfict didn't really feel like talking to the media. I don't blame him. But anyway, man, the game was crazy. Personal fouls. Munchak, the Steelers offensive line coach, he's getting into a scuffle with Reggie Nelson. The Bengals safety, man, a crazy game. Good defensive game. Vontaze Burfict he had a good game. He got the sack on Big Ben, which forced Big Ben out of the game. When Big Ben landed on his shoulder, I was like, okay, first thing popped in my head, Tony Romo, he broke his collarbone or it's dislocated. You know what I mean? Something like that. Or some type of shoulder injury. So he's done. But he came back in the game. Vontaze Burfict had a diving interception. Played well. Man, he played well. He had to hit. Now, I was listening to NFL Network, LaDainian. I'm gonna put it on mute. Hold on, I forgot where I was at. But anyway, man, just he had a diving interception off Landry Jones. I thought the game was over. The very next play, the Bengals running back Jeremy Hill fumbles. The one thing you can't do in the situation, fumble. He fumbled. That gave the Steelers life. Big Ben comes back out. I was watching the NFL Network, LaDainian Tomlinson, and primetime Deion Sanders. It wasn't a heated debate. They just disagreed about the Vontaze Burfict hit on Antonio Brown. I mean, the NFL, they're always going to side on the side of caution. You know what I mean, with any type of helmet hit to the head, anything like that. But I'm a Cowboys fan, so I have no bias towards Bengals, Steelers, anything like that. I understand the penalty because he went to his head, but man, it's tough being a defender in the NFL, man. I mean, it's tough, man. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe Burfict could have avoided him. He did, because he didn't hit him head to head. He hit him with his shoulder. That's what NFL wants. They want you to hit him with his shoulder, but he came across, and his behavior from early in the game and his emotions. He was already you hate to say it, a human, but he's already being targeted by the officials, and you don't want to let your emotions get the best of you in that type of situation. I understand it's heated division rival. I was talking about this earlier on where I left off at. So you get some grown men together, man. Think things. I mean, I'm not the roughest, toughest guy in the world, but I understand. You get a bunch of grown men competing, playing football. End of the day, as much as the NFL tries to take it away, football is a violent game. It's a violent sport, man. When things happen, you know what I'm saying? I get that. I mean, on the last drive, they gave the Steelers 30 yards. Gave them 30 yards, Vontaze Burfict hit on Antonio Brown, and then the Steelers coach Joey Porter, former outside linebacker, Vontaze Burfict said he was cursing at the players, and you got to keep it cool. And he said the officials then Pac-Man Adam Jones, he got flagged for getting into it with Joey Porter, gave him another 15 yards. I mean, and Adam Jones played well. There were times where he was covering Antonio Brown one-on-one. Played great coverage on AB. Arguably the best wide receiver in football. Played great coverage. He had the punt return that set up the touchdown from A.J. McCarron to A.J. Green to give the Steelers the 16-15 lead. He had the punt return to do that. You know what I mean? He played solid. Came down to the clutch situation. He had the 15-yard penalty. He was crying on the sideline after the game. Vontaze Burfict had to, he was emotional the whole game. You want to control your emotions, man. Like I say, I get it. I'm not perfect. I'm not saying I do everything right. You know what I mean? Hey, things happen. It's football. It's football. I'm not one of those type of people like, oh my God, hide the women and children. I'm not one. I get it. I get it. You know what I'm saying? You get a bunch of grown men, things happen. So, but you have to be just a crazy game, man. Now, Mike Tomlin, the Steelers coach, already saying AB, Antonio Brown, he's going to concussion protocol, which is good because they said that the Steelers and the Broncos, they play the last game of the divisional round weekend, the Sunday afternoon game. So the Steelers kind of get an extra day. They're going to need it. I mean, AB's going through concussion protocol. They kept asking Big Ben about his shoulder. Roethlisberger asked him about his shoulder. He kept saying, we won the game. So that probably tells me that, I don't know. I don't know about Big Ben next week, but knowing Big Ben coming back the way I think he'll give it a go. If he doesn't play, they're not going to win. That's just simple. But crazy game, man. The penalties, man. I mean, it kind of. What I didn't like, Cincinnati Bengals fans, you guys got to be better than this now. Big Ben being carted off the field. Somebody threw, I don't know if it's a beer bottle or a water bottle. I'm gonna say water bottle. They threw it at the cart. You got to be better than that. You know what I mean? I say I'm not a perfect guy. I don't do everything correctly. I'm an angel. You know what I mean? Anything like that. I live the perfect life. But you can't do that. You can't throw something at a guy who's being carted off the field. You throwing water, but I mean, you can't have that. Can't do that. Come on now, Bengals fans. Can't do that. Anyway, man, the game was just crazy. It was a good defensive game. Both teams' defense. I mean, the score was what, 18-16? You know what I mean? So neither team scored 20 points. A good defensive game. Just that most people are going to be talking about all the personal foul penalties in this game, man. They had one where they thought it was I think A.J. McCarron fumbled, and William Gay, the DB, he went for a touchdown. He got a celebration penalty. Same thing he did a few weeks ago when he got a pick six. It was just personal fouls all over the place. But when it came down to that clutch situation, they were driving down, and the personal fouls, man. The Burfict played great. Had a diving interception. He had a sack on Big Ben. He had a good game, man. Adam Jones played some solid man-to-man coverage on Antonio Brown and Bryant. You know what I mean? He had a great punt return, which set up the touchdown from McCarron to A.J. Green. Those guys played great, but that's not what we're going to be talking about. People are going to be talking about the penalties, and as they should. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to, let these guys slide, or give them a pass. You got to be able to control your emotions, man. I mean, it's difficult to do. I get it, but you have to be able to control that. They were winning. They had the game won with the backup quarterback. And, I was hearing that Andy Dalton could possibly play next week. So if the Bengals would have won, they would have went to they would have went to the Patriots. They went to New England, trying to remember the seeding. Yeah, they would have went to New England. Andy Dalton could have been back. And the way the Patriots have been playing lately, I probably would have favored the Bengals to go up to them. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? I don't know, but it was actually a good competitive defensive game. I don't mind saying defensive game sometimes. Defensive players get paid too, but I mean, you have to be able to control your emotions, man. You got to be able to control that, and force all that energy onto the play on the field. Now the hit Burfict did on Antonio Brown, I knew. Well, when I seen Antonio Brown go down, for me, like if you're a boxing fan, guys get knocked out and they're already knocked out before they even hit the ground. Yeah, Antonio Brown was out. He was out before he hit the ground. I knew it. And when I seen it, I was like, he hit him with his shoulder, but I said they're gonna throw a flag, and sure enough, you know what I mean. Now, he hit him with the shoulder. Now, he hit him with the shoulder, but I guess, I mean, they're gonna throw a flag on that play, no matter. You know what I'm saying? No, but you look at it, that's what prime Deion Sanders. That's what he was saying. But he was saying that, I don't know. He was saying that Burfict tried to completely miss Antonio Brown. I don't agree with that. I think he was trying to lower the shoulder and not the head. But I'm coming at you full speed. I mean, it's tough being a defensive player in the NFL. It is tough being a defensive player in the NFL, man. But congrats to the Bengals and the Texans. I ain't even talked about the Texans. I mean, Brian Hoyer. I mean, what was worse, the personal foul penalties on the Bengals or Brian Hoyer playing quarterback? What was that? I don't know what that was, man. That wasn't NFL football. I don't know what that was. That was horrible. I mean, some of these dig in routes, guys coming in wide open, and he is just completely missing them. I mean, wow, horrible, man. I was like, it was in the first quarter. I tweeted out, should he get benched in the first, not half, first quarter? I was like, they might bench Brian Hoyer first quarter. It was horrible. 5 turnovers, 4 picks. He lost one fumble, but he got that back. The one fumble he lost, the ball just slipped out of his hands. Like, what is that? That's not NFL football. I don't know what that was. Man, that was absolutely horrible. Just, garbage, trash, all the words we all use on YouTube. That was horrible, man. Oh my God, I don't even know. Congrats to the Chiefs, though. You know what I mean? The Chiefs gonna be tough, man. It wouldn't surprise me if both wild card teams end up in the AFC Championship game. I mean, the Steelers and the Chiefs. You know what I mean? I'm not really sold on either one. I'm not really sold on the AFC at all. It's, in my opinion, it's wide open. I mean, I picked the Chiefs and the Steelers to win, but in my opinion, the AFC is wide open, man. We got the NFC games tomorrow. Just Brian Hoyer's play is just wow, man. I don't know what's worse, him playing quarterback, his performance, should I say, or the Bengals penalties, man. It's unfortunate, man. It's unfortunate for Burfict and Vontaze Burfict and Adam Jones. They played solid games, but when it came down to the moments where it matters most, I mean, you can't have the penalties. Jeremy Hill, dude, you can't fumble. The Bengals running back, you can't fumble in that situation, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't fumble. The one thing you can't do, you can lose yards. You just can't fumble. I would prefer you stay in bounds, even if you ran out of bounds. Just don't fumble. And he fumbled. And, that cost him. They gave him 30 yards off 2 personal foul penalties, man. Well, I'm finna end the video. I'm finna get back on NFL Network. You know what I mean? See if I missed anything. That was, as a football fan, you want to see the game played right, promote the sport, things like that. Football is kind of taking a hit with concussion and especially with the concussion movie coming out with Will Smith, all the head injuries and domestic violence type stuff. I still love football. You know what I mean? But you see the personal fouls on the field like that, playoff football, fans throwing water bottles at injured players on the court. You don't want to see stuff like that, man. You know what I mean? Like I said, I'm not saying I'm perfect. I live a perfect life, anything like that. I'm not some saint, righteous, you know what I mean? But that was tough, man. You don't want to see stuff like that, man. And let me know what you guys think, man. Like, subscribe, leave a comment. The video is getting kind of long, man. We got the Seahawks, Vikings tomorrow. Redskins, Packers. AFC, we already know. Pittsburgh going up to Denver to play the Broncos. The Chiefs gonna be tough, in my opinion. Chiefs going up to New England to play the Patriots, things like that. So, but Brian Hoyer, wow. I mean, dude. Wow. Wow. I mean, I'm sitting here thinking like maybe I should get in shape. Because if he can start in the NFL, basically anybody can. Man, that performance was horrible. Like, subscribe, leave a comment, man. I'm a football fans, man. This your boy, the real McCoy, man. Brian Hoyer, bro. I'm out. Peace.